Good morning, and welcome to Mountainside United Church as we meet together but apart. Today is the last Sunday of 2020. We have just finished the 4 Sundays of Advent, the Christmas concert, and the Christmas Eve service. Today, as a request of L&L, it will be a reflection on the past year. As we review the dates and notes, you are invited to focus attention on our relationship to the church during the year. How did you experience being church? We recall the children's rhyme. Here's the church, here's the steeple. Open the door, here's the people. Each of us as individuals at Mountainside, we are the people. The opening hymn from Voices United, number 623, Dear Weaver of Our Lives' Design, will be followed by the opening prayer by Reverend Dr. Howard Thurman. Lord, open unto me.
Our opening prayer. Lord, open unto me. Open unto me light for my darkness. Open unto me courage for my fear. Open unto me hope for my despair. Open unto me peace for my turmoil. Open unto me joy for my sorrow. Open unto me strength for my weakness. Open unto me wisdom for my confusion. Open unto me forgiveness for my sins. Open unto me love for my hates. Open unto me thyself for myself. Lord, Lord, open unto me. Amen.
January, February, March. The year of church activities and Sunday worship services began as usual and included special Sundays. There was Founders Day with renewed pledges of the Scouts program. We had Phoenix session number 4, and from 2019 we're reminded that Phoenix is a metaphor of the many as one. The session was held in Tees Hall large group, and it was set up to address the following questions. Is there an advantage in having a target population? What would it be? What do we value in our present worship services? What might we consider giving up as we transition to a new space? Are there things you are afraid of losing as we move? And here we make a note. There was a site visit for possible space rental to the Atwater Library. The hymn, Voices United, number 96, Will You Come and See the Light, is heard to counter the bleak midwinter.
Will you come and see the light from the stable door? It is shining newly bright, though it shone before. It will be your guiding star. It will show you who you are. Will you hide or decide to meet the light? Will you step into the light that can free the slave? It will stand for what is right. It will heal and save. By the pyramids of greed, there's a longing to be freed. Will you hide or decide to meet the light?
Will you tell about the light in the prison cell? Though it's shackled out of sight, it is a shining well. When the truth is cut and bruised, and the innocent abused, will you hide or decide to meet the light?
Will you join the hope alight in the young girl's eyes, of the mighty put to flight by a baby's cries? When the lowest and the least are the foremost at the feast, will you hide or decide to meet the light? Will you travel by the light of the babe newborn? In the candle lit at night there's a gleam of dawn, and the darkness all about is too dim to put it out. Will you hide or decide to meet the light?
In February, there were changes made from the previous Phoenix discussion. Instead of the offering being received from the pews, the plate was on a table midsection of the sanctuary, so you could place your offering either as you entered or left. As well, the doxology was replaced with spiritual centering through music. Then came an evening of celebration. It was Mardi Gras. Alex will now remind us of that special evening.
Sempre un mobile, leggiadro viso, l'impianto in
March 1st began the season of Lent, and later we also had a Phoenix Sunday. That Sunday was led by Raymond, Esther, and Maria, and they presented a reflection on their experience coming to Mountainside as immigrants and why they have remained as faithful and active members. Part 2 of that session was a brainstorming time to imagine a possible location for a future Mountainside, ending with the question, where does God want us to be? Now we had another change. Session agreed to meet for lunch at 12 o'clock noon, followed by the 1 o'clock meeting. The first meeting at this new time was on March 11, and during that meeting, already the concerns re COVID-19 were emerging, and it was about the birthday Sunday luncheon and the precautions that would be needed. But it was with immense surprise that on Friday the 13th, and for the first time in over 100 years, a sign is posted on the entrance at Lansdowne. So Sunday the 15th, no service, no birthday lunch, no candles. Later, an email message from Reverend Doug was sent out. Come together by staying apart. We ask you now to read this letter as you would have read it when you opened the email that you received on that day. And after you have had time to read it, the hymn number 657, He Leadeth Me from Voices United, will be heard.
He leadeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's hand that leadeth me. He leadeth me, He leadeth me by His own hand that leadeth me. He leadeth me, he leadeth me, by his own hand he leadeth me. His faithful follower I would be, for by his hand he leadeth me.
Lord, I would clasp thy hand in mine, nor ever murmur, nor repine, content whatever lot I see, since 'tis my God that leadeth me. He leadeth me, by his own hand he leadeth me. His faithful follower I would be, for by his hand he leadeth me. And when my task on earth is done, when by thy grace the victory's won, in death's cold grave I will not flee, since God through Jordan leadeth me. He leadeth me, by his own hand he leadeth me. His faithful follower I would be, for by his hand he leadeth me.
As we moved through April, May, and June, there was Palm Sunday. We had worship service from home. For Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday, liturgies were sent out for private meditation. And on Easter Sunday, we were all at home, and Holy Communion was celebrated virtually, a first for Mountainside United. We now hear Alex as he sings, "Don't Be Afraid."
Don't be afraid, my love is stronger. My love is stronger than your fear. Don't be afraid, my love is stronger, and I have promised to be always near. N'aie pas peur, mon amour est plus fort, il est plus fort que votre peur. N'aie pas peur, mon amour est plus fort, je vous ai promis d'être toujours là.
Additional choices and adaptations followed. We experienced meditative prayer online. L&L took a decision to retain the lead soloist over the summer in order to continue online worship. And we note there was another site visit. A small group went to Westmount Park United Church to determine the possibility of renting from them if our lease and when our lease will expire. By May the 10th, it was Mother's Day, and there were signals of the renewal of spring. The trilliums were out on the mountain. And we now appreciate the hymn from More Voices, number 37, Each Blade of Grass.
Each blade of grass, every wing that soars, the waves that that sweep across a distant shore make full the circle of God. Each laughing child, every gentle eye, a forest lit beneath a moon-bright sky, make full the circle of God.
Each silent paw, every rounded stone, the buzz that echoes from a honeycomb, make full the circle of God. Each vibrant star, every outstretched hand, the wind that leaps and sails across the land, make full the circle of God.
Each icy peak, every patterned shell, the joyous chorus that the dawn foretells, make full the circle of God. Each cosmic hue, every creature's way, all form the beauty of this vast array, making full the circle of God.
On Pentecost Sunday, the opening prayer was read in 6 languages at the same time. This was to represent the story of the Tower of Babel, and it proved to be a very interesting experiment. The summer months of June, July, and August are perceived as the lazy, hazy days of summer. It was not so in 2020. Staff continued in their challenge to pivot from the known tried and true summer services in the chapel to producing full-scale online productions via microphones from home. Volunteers joined the steep curve of learning while attempting to gain control over the exact same issues facing all of society, but now directed only at the church. Closing, reopening, when, how will it all fit? Yet through it all, church activity never stopped. Sunday worship, Bible study, meditation, and all the regular business of being church that comes through session continued. To honor this, we hear hymn number 92 from More Voices, Like a Rock.
Like a rock, God is under our feet. Like the starry night sky, God is over our head. Like the sun on the horizon, God is ever before. Like the river runs to ocean, our home is in God evermore. Like a rock, God is under our feet. Like the starry night sky, God is over our head. Like the sun on the horizon, God is ever before. Like the river runs to ocean, our home is in God evermore. Like a rock, God is under our feet. Like the starry night sky, God is over our head. Like the sun on the horizon, God is ever before. Like the river runs to ocean, our home is in God evermore.
For the July Phoenix Sunday, Reverend Doug circulated a document for consideration before the meeting. Part 1 was to examine the deeper meaning of our call to ministry. as we are looking at our future. Part 2 was to direct our attention to the practical issues of our future: space, style, location. By September, we had arrived at the usual busy fall season, and we took advantage of having online services as we invited guest ministers. First, it was Reverend Dr. Richard Delorme from Vancouver, and we heard some behind-the-scenes work for the process of making and creating the new creed as it was formalized and finalized. On Outreach Sunday, we went farther afield, to Rome, to invite Father Gregory Gaston, and at that time, we were able to experience the possibilities of outreach that are opened up through online ministry. Throughout it all, we never lost at any time during the year the need to continue considering our own new mission and where that new mission might continue. The Phoenix session of October discussed the questionnaire and the survey that had been sent out the previous month, and in addition, the pros and cons of online, in sanctuary, online and in sanctuary worship services. In November, the Sundays all had special themes: All Saints' Day, Remembrance Day, Stewardship Sunday, the second congregational annual meeting, and the first Sunday of Advent, the lighting of the first candle, the candle of hope. As another first, the November annual general meeting was held online, but it maintained an important theme: where is God and the movement of the Spirit in our work? At the beginning of the service, you were invited to focus your attention on your individual relationship to the church in 2020. So, from that point of view, we close our time together with the combination of a closing hymn and benediction from Voices United number 639, One More Step Along the World I Go.
One more step along the world I go. One more step along the world I go. From the old things to the new. Keep me traveling along with you. And it's from the old I travel to the new. Keep me traveling along with you.
Round the corner of the world I turn, more and more about the world I learn. All the new things that I see, you'll be looking at along with me. And it's from the old I travel to the new. Keep me traveling along with you.
As I travel through the bad and good, keep me traveling the way I should. Where I see no way to go, you'll be telling me the way I know. And it's from the old I travel to the new. Keep me traveling along with you.
Give me courage when the world is rough. Keep me loving though the world is tough. Leap and sing in all I do. and it's from the old I travel to the new. Keep me traveling along with you.
You are older than the world can be. You are younger than the life in me. Ever old and ever new. Keep me traveling along with you. And it's from the old I travel to the new. Keep me traveling